All right, welcome back. We have our second of two first-round games in the NAGA Draft Prospect Showcase, featuring the prospects from the Central region and the prospects from the West region. Hopefully we'll see a bit more scoring in today's game. Two of the top quarterback prospects going at it, James Siegel and Jalen Bradley. Jalen Siegel out of Notre Dame, Bradley out of Texas. Also for the West, Devin Chapman, the senior out of Arizona. And top receiver, Gary the Snail, senior out of Hawaii. User created prospect for the Central, on the other hand. James Hampton, part of a pretty weak Central running back class. He was the best available. Andre Mosby and D.V. Boitin, the wide receivers for the Central. Other notable names, Paul Hummel at left tackle for the Central, Trevon Crowder at left guard, Carson Weeder, the junior defensive end out of North Texas. He will be a top pick in next year's draft. Josiah Fair, Jalen Huey, Joseph Romeo, all seniors in this year's draft. Corners include Devin Poe, a junior out of LSU, DeMarcus Spivey, senior out of Louisville. The cornerback room in the Central, very young, mostly juniors. Malachi Ross, the senior safety out of Minnesota. Justin Marquardt Wolf, the senior out of Wisconsin. Sophomore punter for the Central, Logan Neiman out of Indiana State. And that'll be notables for the Central. Let's go on to the West here. As we mentioned, Jalen Bradley, Devin Chapman, Gary the Snail, another user-created prospect. Meek Hills will be the number 3 receiver out of North Dakota State. Tight end room for the West is pretty weak. Colton Pollock, senior out of Oregon. Charlie Emery, senior out of TCU. Again, not the best, but third string tight end is sophomore Dallas Rowe out of Baylor. Offensive line, lots of guards and tackles. There were actually no left tackles on the roster, so we had to move some people around. So Matthew Hamblin, I believe, who is a right tackle, is going to be playing left tackle. And then Joshua Greenfield, who is a right guard, is going to be moved to center. So we had to kind of move some things around there. And yeah. Defensively, nothing really too special, aside from Robbie Mays, Jeremiah Wilkes, and Lawrence Howard Jr., all at outside linebacker. Xavier Bolden at middle linebacker. Secondary has a couple of bright spots, of course, Hassan Bradley, senior out of Texas, and Stephen Akins, the strong safety out of Oklahoma. Other than that, not really anybody that I had on my draft board. Because I own like 5 teams now. I'm just kidding. Anyway, we're going to move on from that. We're going to see how these guys do. 3 out of 4 taking the West here in this one. But Dave calling for a shutout of the West. I guess he has Central taking this one. Very interesting to see what the two teams will do. We will head back over to the prospect field as Northeast and Southeast teams have vacated and are watching from the sidelines as they get to see the other two teams in action this afternoon. West will get the ball first, so we'll see Jalen Bradley in action. Central wearing the orange and blue and white uniforms. West in the dark green and gold for this afternoon's game. Max Gutz will kick it away. Gary the Snail to return. He will be stuffed at the 22, tackle made by the Central. I'll have to get some numbers for as we go along. That was number 20. We'll see if they show up here on the lineup. Speaking of lineups, Jalen Bradley trotting out onto the field. Devin Chapman in the backfield. Bradley's first career pass is almost intercepted. I believe that was Joseph Romeo, 55 in coverage for the Central. Senior linebacker out of Michigan State. Number 20, I believe. That is not Justin Marquardt Wolf. So it must have been a different number 20. We'll I guess find out later on in the game, as that run by Chapman, tackle made that time by Carson Weir, who I will expect to call his name a lot today. Again, a junior, so not eligible to be drafted in this year's draft, but arguably maybe a top 5, top 10 pick in next year's draft. So watch out for him to make an impact. Tyrone King on that run, not good enough for the first, so we will see the West punt team come out onto the field. This is Andrew Shores, a senior out of Arizona. He'll be booting it deep to Marquardt Wolf, and he will be brought down by Gary the Snail after a short return, as Patrick Coughlin will go down early in this one. He was the backup middle linebacker out of Notre Dame. So James Siegel will take his first career snap, arguably the top 5 pick of the draft. Potential landing spots for him include Raleigh and Delaware, according to the media. Big shot to D.V. Boitton. What a first throw. Amazing first reception for D.V. Boitton, the Michigan senior and user-created prospect by a longtime member of the league, Dev. So great to see his prospect getting an immediate impact. Go! Siegel to throw. Has time. Going to go deep here again. This is a Stone Street. Michael Stone Street with an amazing grab. Stone Street, only a junior out of the University of Missouri. And they're already inside the 5. Siegel throwing dimes already. Gonna try and scramble now. Oh, he gets close to the end zone, but not quite. Tackle made by Wilkes that time, 54 in green. Second and goal now at the 1. This is already more exciting than the Northeast-Southeast game, I can tell you that. Siegel with Hampton and Lindgren in the backfield. He will throw. Siegel has time. Pass is incomplete. Think he may have been looking for Colton Pollock there in the end zone, but couldn't quite hang on. Siegel on third down. He'll pass again. Caught. Touchdown. Stefan Lindgren. The fullback of all people. Stefan Lindgren getting a 1-yard passing TD here in the Prospect Showcase. And the Central scoring on their first drive. Max Gutz's kick is good. And who knows, the Central may be giving the Southeast a run for the money if they end up advancing here. You know, still a lot of the game left, but James Siegel, oh boy, I am excited for his career. Gutz to kick it deep. The Snail waiting for it. And will be stopped there. Right at the 25. We'll see if Jalen Bradley can get some more offense going. Jalen Bradley, by the way, prospect made by Beast Mode, who I'm not even sure is still in the league. Let's find out. As Gary the Snail that time on... Wait a minute. Gary the Snail on the carry. I was looking something up briefly. He carried that ball. That's weird, because they didn't even... Huh? What? Okay, I'm just not gonna I'm gonna pretend like that never happened. But yeah, we carry on. Chapman now, the actual running back in. Chapman on the run again. Third and 3 for the West. Looking to pick up a first down here and avoid having to punt again. King on the run, and I think he'll be short actually. He will. Andrew Shore is on to punt again. Booting it deep, and no return this time for Justin Marquardt Wolf, as that will find its way to the end zone for a touchback. Central's ball again. We'll see James Siegel come back out onto the field. Lindgren in motion. They go play action. Siegel under pressure. He'll go down, but there's a flag. Hold everything. There'll be a hold on Robbie Mays as Ekenedilachukwu Asanye, one of the longest names of the entire league. That is Ekenedilichukwu. They called him Dilly at the University of Houston. That is a much shorter name than Ekenedilachukwu. But I think it is a very, very cool name and one of the more unique names for sure. Hampton on the run. Good for a couple there. It was an 8-yard gain, it was. But yeah, Asanye along with Lucky Amituanai form the defensive tackle duo for the West. Amituanai, only a junior, and so is Asanye actually. They're both juniors. Amituanai from Oregon, Asanye from Houston. Pass interference there on Lindgren, who made the catch, so they'll back it up 10. Second down and 12. Goal line set here. DeAndre Ballard in the backfield, the backup running back. Here's Siegel, handoff to Ballard. Ooh, Ballard showing the house. As we'll have a third string running back coming into the game, Braylon Medley, out of the University of Kentucky. We'll see what he can do here if he gets the ball here on 3rd and 5. Central looking to pick up the first, extend the drive. Siegel to pass. Deep shot. Incomplete. Right off the hands of Boatin. So that'll force the punt team to come out onto the field. Logan Neiman, the sophomore out of Indiana State, will boot it away. Boots it deep to Hassan Bradley. And he will be stopped Tackle made by receiver number 11, that is Andre Mosby. First down for the West. Flag down Jordan Fuqua, the guilty party. That is a defensive tackle, junior out of Missouri. First and 5 now after the encroachment call. Bradley to pass. Under pressure. There's Carson Weir. As Fuqua, leg injury there after just being called for the penalty. We'll see what that does to that defensive line. But Carson Weir, a speedy guy, and getting to the quarterback for his first sack of the evening. Second down and 13. Handoff to Chapman. Oh, he shakes off a hit there. Nicely done, and then brought down eventually by DeMarcus Spivey. Tyrone King back in the ball game now on a third down chance here for the West. Bradley looking. Bit of an awkward throw that time, incomplete. Shore is on to punt again. He's been pretty busy only in this first quarter, as the West can't seem to get anything going. Marquardt Wolf on the return. Not very far to the snail again on the tackle. Siegel going to start out in the strong eye with Ballard in the backfield, and there's a sack. That is Ami Tuanai, the big defensive tackle out of the University of Oregon. One of the better defensive tackle prospects coming up in next year's draft. Him and Carson Weir highlight that class. Second down and 17 after the sack. Pressure coming again. Deep shot to Mosby, and there's a big connection of 33. Andre Mosby, the number 1 receiver for the Central, out of the University of Minnesota, was college teammates with Luke Johnson. So, definitely no stranger to having high-profile quarterbacks throw to him. James Siegel included. End of the first. 7-0 Central Division. Or Central Prospects, I guess. Not Central. It's not really a division, but it's a region. But I'm so used to saying Central Division because we actually have a Central Division in the league. That's why I got confused. Anyway, second quarter, flag down. Ballard on the Ballard going to try and sneak his way by. And I think this will stand. It will stand. Jaden Azell, guilty of jumping offside there, so a huge run for Ballard, as I've yet to see James Hampton back in this ball game. I hope I didn't miss him getting injured, or maybe it's a glitch, I have no idea. Lindgren in motion. First down, toss to Ballard again. That one not going very far. I believe that was Robbie Mays, number 9, making the tackle that time. Mays, a pretty unanimous top 10 pick in this year's draft. One of the highest rated outside linebacker prospects. Very nice little player. Ballard gonna fight his way forward, using the lead blocking of tight end Will Blank and picking up the first. Blank, a very good blocking tight end. A junior out of Northern Illinois. He'll actually go in motion, 84 in white. Medley again. Oh, he gets wrapped up and sent down by Ami Tuanai. Also had Kevin McKinney there, the other number 90, in there for the tackle as well. Siegel on second and long, gonna throw deep to the end zone. It's incomplete. I think he was trying to hit Boatin. Third down and 14. Siegel 4 for 7, does have a TD pass. That was to Lindgren back in the first quarter. Siegel, deep shot. Oh, jumping for it was Mosby, but he cannot hold on. That looked to be a perfect throw, and he just could not hang on to it. Fourth down, this will likely send out the field goal unit, Max Gutz. Also another University of Minnesota. I'm sure bummed that his teammate couldn't hang on to it, but that is good from 46. And the Central add 3 more. It's now 10-0. Goods to kick it away. Gary the Snail once again. Deep for the return. Stopped there. Right across the 20. And the West's new drive will begin at the 21. Jalen Bradley struggling today on the offensive side. Hasn't really been able to get down the field, but this face mask might help them. Chris Blodgett, the linebacker, being called for a grabbing of the face mask. Senior linebacker out of Wisconsin. Three receivers including Meek Hills, 23 in green in the game. Bradley going the other way. Dropped. That was intended for Colton Pollock, I'm pretty sure. The tight end out of Oregon. Couldn't quite hold on to that. Bradley has yet to complete a pass in this game. To throw again on second down. There's a catch. It's James Aspen, the fullback. Junior Colorado State athlete. Third down and 6 here. 4 receivers in the game. Meek Hills in motion out wide. Go! Looking to pick this up and extend the drive. Deep shot. Incomplete. He was trying to go to Isaiah Tucker, the senior out of UTSA. And that was well defended there by the Central. Shores again. He was probably sick and tired of coming out of the field by this point. But he will... Whoa. Andrew Shores. Just... That was from the 46, call it like 50. He booted that probably 70 or 80 yards in the air. I want to see that after the game. I want to know exactly how far that went, because that was absolutely absurd. He flipped the field, basically. Not that I'm shocked, but, you know. Anyway. Oh, excuse me. DeAndre Ballard on that run. He'll take it again. This time, much better results. And Medley now back in the game. So I'm pretty sure that Hampton is out of this game. I'm not sure where he went. I may have missed him getting injured, but I have not seen him in this game at all. Medley, good run there. And he will have enough for the first at the 12-yard gain. So yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that Hampton is done for the game. I must have missed him getting injured. But yeah, we'll see how well Ballard and Medley do here. Ballard and Medley, both juniors, by the way. Again, a pretty weak running back class for the Central. James Hampton was the only senior on the roster. Of course, Stephon Lindgren, the senior fullback, but he did have a touchdown today, so I guess that is important. 1st and 5 now for the Central at the 46. Siegel looking, has a man deep. It's caught by Casey McCarthy. Wow, finally, tight ends doing something. That's not something we have seen in this season or in the prospect showcase in general, but Casey McCarthy, the senior, another University of Minnesota product. My goodness, they're everywhere. Mosby, Goods, now McCarthy. DeAndre Ballard hurdling over a defender, and he has enough for the first. Man, Luke Johnson had some prime targets at Minnesota, let me tell you. McCarthy, Mosby, you had Max Goods at kicker. Man, that team was something special. 1st and goal now for Siegel and company. They'll go with a screen to Medley, and he will be just short. Jeremiah Wilkes saving a TD. Now, that's interesting. James Hampton now comes up on the depth chart as like a 3rd running back. I'm confused. But anyway, I'm always confused with Axis. Here's a sack. That is Wilkes. He's been everywhere, as he'll actually step out and pick up plays. Lawrence Howard Jr. will step in for a quick sec. Got a couple of snaps in, I hope. Yep, there he is, number 50 on the right side. Siegel to the end zone. It's almost picked. That was right in his hands. I think that was Mo Sewell. Either that or A.J. Warren, one of the two. But man, that was right in your hands. You got to pick that off. Goods again to kick. Kick is good. So the Central wasting an opportunity there to get a touchdown and extend their lead. Still a 2-score game here. Still anyone's game. We'll see if the West can pick it up here on offense. The snail on the return. Oh, a low tackle there. At the knees. First down at the 24 for the West. Bradley motioning the tight end Pollock. Chapman. Oh, weird. Read that toss so well, and Malachi Ross coming in for the TFL. Wow, Carson Weir jumped out of there like a cat. Oh my gosh. Oh, this guy is going to be crazy good, I'll tell you. Crazy good. 2nd and 12. Bradley looking. Nice time. Pass is incomplete. Central looking to get the West offense off the field once again. And send Andrew Shores back onto the field for the punt. Perhaps, unless there's a catch. Finally, they connect with Pollock. And that's good enough for 24. Pollock, a senior tight end out of Oregon. Not the best tight end of the class, of course. You have a few others better than him. Malcolm Bowman, Ethan Harrelson, Mike Gladino, just to name a few. And Chapman on the screen there, flagged down. It'll be an automatic first, I believe. Yes. So yeah, Pollock, I would say expected to go somewhere in day 2. If that. Maybe a 6th or a 7th round pick. Just somebody that maybe needs a depth tight end, I would think. That's my guess, anyway. Under pressure from Weir again, but this time he hooks up with Chapman for the big reception. Weir almost having another sack of Bradley. But they get it out, they get it up to Chapman, and he comes up big. As he'll take a rest, Tyrone King in the game on this first down play for the West. Bradley looking right side. That's a catch. Good catch by Gary the Snail. That is his first catch. .126 to go in the half, but the West, thankfully, driving down the field here, looking to score before halftime. Central does get the ball back at the start of the second half. So there's that pass to the end zone. It's Jonathan Buxton for the touchdown. They do finally convert. Jonathan Buxton wearing his college colors of green and gold. Of course, a Baylor athlete. Baylor Bears. As he was teammates with Kenneth Bishop, the current Albuquerque backup quarterback. Those two have a very, very good connection. So, perhaps, maybe, could see a Bishop-Buxton reunion at the NAGA level. Mosby here on the return. Good stuff there by 54 Antonio Cantu. Middle linebacker out of Texas A&M. Siegel looking to do a 2-for-1 here. Score halftime, score again. Siegel. Oh, it's dropped there. Andre Mosby couldn't quite hold on. Took his eye off of that one. Second down coming up for Central. Lindgren in motion. Siegel to throw. Pass is incomplete off the hands of Mosby again. Perhaps going to try and go a different direction here on this third down play. Ballard on the run. Flag down. And it'll be offsides on Ami I, so they will actually get bailed out and can repeat the down. Hassan Bradley making that tackle on that last play. 3rd and 5 for the Central. Seagulls pass. Caught. That's Gavin Mosher. I thought I saw him on a couple of plays, but he is actually playing a much larger part than I ever would have expected. He is technically the 4th string receiver on this prospect team, but he is getting some crazy playing time. Here he goes again. Another catch for him. And hopefully that means that Blatten has not been just like booted off. I mean, I don't think he got injured. Unless Axis knows something that I don't. And Asanye will be guilty of the encroachment there. First down and 5 after the play. Siegel to Mosher, touchdown, Central. Gavin Mosher have a drive, 3 catches and a reception, touchdown. Keep in mind, he is only a junior, folks, so anybody who wants to draft him in this season after seeing that drive, we're going to have to wait till next year. $20-7 now Not even out of the first half yet for the Central. Guts kicking it. And it will be the Snail once again for the return here. Good stop by the Central. Believe that tackle was made by Jonathan Burden, I'm pretty sure. I think he wears 7. Not gonna check the CSU right now. Here's Pollock again. He's had a couple of nice corner routes, and maybe that's the meta for tight ends, corner and like post routes. Because I'm always a huge fan of routes exactly like that for tight ends. Of course, most of the tight ends routes are horizontal, I like to say, rather than vertical. So it results in less yards, which kind of stinks. There's another kind of semi-vertical route. It's a slant, so it's kind of diagonal, which makes perfect sense. But yes, more routes like that, please. Like I'm tired of having tight ends, Barrett Galbraith, just for an example, getting like 2 yards in a flat route. Here's the Snail, timeout, West. But yeah, more longer, deeper tight end routes would be amazing. I want a tight end to have a 1,000-yard season. I think it would be great. More tight end production. Bradley, deep pass, incomplete. I think that was for Pollock again. Man, he's been all over the place. Second down and 10. I formation. Chapman in the backfield. Go deep. This is incomplete. That was looking for Buxton again. He has their only touchdown, which came earlier in the quarter. Bradley looking deep. Pass is caught again. Another catch for Colton Pollock. Wow. And they'll better get a field goal off here quick. This is Scott Mears, and he will put it through from 33. So the West, not out of this game yet. Highest scoring half I've seen in the second of 2 prospect games that I've recorded. But yeah, 2010, again, I called it. Higher scoring than Northeast, Southeast. We've already actually surpassed the total combined points of last game. In this first half, there were 23 combined points. In the first game, there are 30 total in this half alone. Mosby on the return, and I think that was Howard Jr. on the tackle. Pretty sure it was. It sure was. Yep, I can see it from here. Here's Ballard on the carry. Siegel, play action, caught, that's Ballard, and that'll be good enough to move the sticks. Siegel shining so far, 11 of 18, 221, 2 TDs. Under pressure, he'll air it out to Mosher off his hands. Very, very close to another Gavin Mosher spectacle. Lindgren in short motion on the second down play. Siegel gonna go short, almost picked. Gonna try and catch who that was, number 5. I think that may have been Hassan Bradley. I think, or oh no, maybe Stephen Akins. They both wear 5. That's confusing. That's really confusing. Okay, yeah. So it could have been either one. Here's a Mosher shot. That is incomplete. Man, he just loves targeting Gavin Mosher. I have no clue as to why. A punt here. And Hassan Bradley will be returning the kick. That was Neiman on the punt, by the way. Chapman on the run. Bradley, under pressure, he will go down for a sack. That is Matthew Lovejoy, the defensive end, a senior out of West Virginia. He actually has a senior teammate on the team as well. Daniel Vaughn was his counterpart. He is one of the best defensive ends on this prospect team. Incomplete intended for Buxton. And the West will be forced to punt as another drive has been stalled by this tremendous Central defense today. Shores again, he's been busy. Marquardt Wolf waiting for it. And he will catch it at the 30. Short return there of about 7, call it 8 actually. And we will see the Central and Siegel and company back out onto the field for some more high-flying offensive action. Toss play, Ballard. And that will be stopped. That time for sure it was Bradley. I saw the B at the start of the name, and of course his name longer than Akins, so that's a good clue. I know I should probably be giving these players separate numbers, but I'm going based off of the quote-unquote college numbers, so didn't really bother to change it. AJ Warren there for the TFL. The best corner that really the West had, senior out of Texas State. Siegel, pass, incomplete. I think he was looking for Vanderhorst there? Adam Vanderhorst, the third-string tight end, who, for some reason, was in the game as a junior out of West Virginia. He's a blocking tight end. Yeah, I can see him right there, 89. I'm wondering if I set the auto sub threshold to the maximum for these prospect games. I'm wondering if that has something to do with these wacky players staying in for extended periods of time. We've seen James Hampton disappear. We've seen D.V. Blotton disappear. I think we've seen Jeremiah Wilkes disappear too. So I'm not really sure what is happening to those guys. But we'll see if we can update after the game. James Aspen, by the way, on that catch. Go! Bradley to throw under pressure. Caught. That's Chapman out of the backfield. as that'll move the sticks for the West. They are definitely not out of this game yet. Jalen Bradley trying to recover from a pretty poor first half. And Chapman will get a bulk of that, 9 yards on the run. Second down and 1 here at the 44. Fourth down set. They'll hand it to King. And he has enough for the first. Chapman on the carry again, but this time stopped by Malcolm Burris, guy who I haven't called his name once today. That he is a senior defensive end out of Ball State. Second and 13, King on the carry, shakes off one tackle, but a flag is down. It will be a hold. They will accept that penalty, so it'll be second and forever. Bradley, second and 23, almost intercepted. Bradley, incomplete, jumping to almost snatch that one away. I couldn't quite catch it because the penalty got in the way, but it doesn't really matter, as a defensive penalty will give them an automatic first down. Bradley under pressure, he will be sacked. That is Joseph Romeo, the middle linebacker. Bradley, deep shot, that is incomplete. Check. Trying to see who was trying to hit there. That was Meek Hills, I'm pretty sure, 23. And Shores again to punt. Let's see if he can pin him or not. Okay, that was an absolutely horrendous punt. Alright. So good field position for the Central. No scoring here yet in this third quarter. We're about 2.5 minutes remaining. Ballard. Amatu and I just flattened by one of the Central's offensive linemen. Man, he was down there for quite a while. Anyway, that's good enough for the first as Braylon Medley will come back into the game. He's had a couple of shining moments. Ballard 10 for 73 today. First down for Siegel. Pressure, deep shot, caught again. It is Gavin Mosher. Very nicely done there by the junior receiver out of Michigan State. Yes, I was correct. Perfect. I love when I'm correct. First and 10, Ballard. Not far, Mays on the tackle. False start here. Kevin McKinney is the guilty party. So that'll push him up 5 yards. It'll be a second and manageable here. Siegel. Time. Pass. Almost intercepted. Pass is caught. Catch for Stephon Lindgren, and that should be good enough for the first, and it is. The fullback coming in on the clutch there, getting that third down conversion. Remember, he also has a touchdown today. First and 10. 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it'll be a false start there. Thomas McCutcheon will be guilty of the infraction. That'll back him up 5. That'll end the third quarter. 2010 Central in front. We will see if the West can keep their hopes alive. Of course, the winner of this game plays the Southeast in the Prospect Championship tomorrow. Go! Siegel to throw. Pass caught Ballard. And he will be dragging the defensive back. That was A.J. Warren across the first down line, and that'll move the sticks again for the Central. Siegel motioning Lindgren. Hand off to Medley. Trying to push forward. Couldn't quite get there. Xavier Bolden on the tackle, number 1. Middle linebacker out of Houston. Second and 5 inside the 10 for the Central. Ballard on the carry, and I think he'll be short. He will be short. We'll see what they do here. The West would love a stop here and forcing the Central to just 3. Medley in motion. They'll throw out of this formation. They'll throw to Medley. It's incomplete. Oh, Siegel would want that one back for sure. And the West lucking out there. Goods. The kick is good. Gary the Snail waiting back for another kickoff return. Good tackle there by Devin Poe, the junior corner at LSU, who actually has been getting a lot of playing time in this game because he is the second best corner on the roster and the best junior corner in the Central. Chapman. Not very far. Brought down by 22. That is Malachi Ross on the stop. Another give to Chapman. And, oh, Joseph Romeo getting banged up there. He will not return. But should the Central move on, they will get him back, and they will get everybody who has been basically missing from this roster because of the sub-threshold, I would think. D.V. Boitin, James Hampton, just name a few. Bradley, wide open, Jonathan Buxton. That's good enough for the first. Another run for Chapman, that one good for 6. Cedric Starkey coming into the game here, senior safety out of Indiana, taking the place of Marquardt Wolf. Second down and 4. Man in motion is Dallas Rowe. Bradley looking short, caught James Aspen. He breaks a tackle and he's down the sideline. Look at the fullback going down the sideline, good for 22. Wow. Junior fullback, Colorado State, James Aspen, with a nice display of athleticism there, as Alonzo Lawrence, who's actually a running back, will now take his spot. King on the run. King gonna sneak through all of the defense and pick up 25 on that run. Oh my gosh. Tremendous blocking by the West out there on the edges. First and goal now at the 4. And they'll back it up, so make it from the 9. First and goal at the 9. Chapman on the run. Weir right there. And he will stop him in his tracks. Carson Weir has been a beast today. At least a sack, at least a couple of tackles for loss. And the defensive line for the Central, very surprising, is not held Chapman to only 53 yards on 15 carries. Bradley. Under pressure, he will go down. It's Lovejoy again. That's a big sack of 10 yards. And that'll push him all the way back to the 18. And they will need something here to A, get a touchdown, and B, stay in this game. Bradley motioning Buxton left to right. Gonna throw deep to the end zone for Hills. It's incomplete. Meek Hills just out of bounds and couldn't quite hang on to it. Bradley to the end zone here on 4th and goal. It's incomplete. He was trying to go for Dallas Rowe. That'll turn the ball over on downs. Interesting move to go for it on 4th and goal. But I guess with 4 minutes left in the game, they kind of had no choice. Siegel, he loses the ball. It's Xavier Bolden who's going to get the strip sack and the touchdown. I think that was Ami Tuanai who had knocked it out. And Xavier Bolden comes by and scoops it up and puts the West right back in this game. Wow! Oh my gosh, it's not over yet. Mosby. Average return right at the 20, actually. Couldn't get, like, more spot on the 20 than that. So, hey, you know, West Prospect fans, you guys are definitely not out of this. I mean, if you guys get one more stop on defense, and by the way, I do want to correct myself. I think it was actually Kevin McKenney, the other number 90, who had knocked it out. I will confirm that at the end of this game, but I do believe it was McKenney coming off the edge, not Amituanai. Forcing that fumble. Yeah, Ballard there on the run. I don't think he's... Oh, it's a face mask. Oh, no. Oh, no. A.J. Warren. No. Why? Just, the one play you didn't have to get a penalty on, you got it on. Oh, man. First down for the Central Seagulls. Pass caught again. It's Mosher. He's had quite a day. So, so Stone Street's going to come in for him. I really hope that Blatin didn't get injured. And if the Central holds on, thankfully we'll see him back in the championship. But Michael Stone Street, who had a great corner route catch way back in the first half, is back in. Ballard on that run, and that tackle, was that Lonnie? Oh no, that was Brandon Youngblood. That's who it was. Yeah, senior safety out of Texas Tech, wearing number 25. Oh wait, I saw Blatin back. He's back. He's way over there on the right side of your screen. He just randomly appeared. So what's the deal with that, Axis? And now he's back out again. He was in for one play. One play. He's the second wide receiver on this roster. Oh my gosh, is this a pin? That might be a pin. Okay, not bad. Good job by Logan Neiman. He is only a sophomore, by the way. And good job of pinning the West inside the 5. So can Jalen Bradley pull a 96-yard, 2-minute, 20-second drill? There's a perfect start. Wow. 30 yards. Boom, boom, boom. To Jonathan Buxton. Wow. All right. Let's see. Can the West do it? They have exactly 2 minutes. They have Gary the Snail and Isaiah Tucker at receivers. Bradley going to go right side here. Caught. That's the first catch for the sophomore tight end, Dallas Rowe. Sophomore out of Baylor. His teammates with Jonathan Buxton at Baylor. 2nd and 4. Bradley looking, deep shot that is caught again by Buxton. Wow. Have a drive, Jonathan Buxton. Tucker coming back in for him. Minute 20 to go. Jalen Bradley heating up. The West trying to tie the game and perhaps take the lead if they score an extra point. Bradley to throw again. Under pressure. He'll go deep all the way to the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tucker. And Buxton now back in the game. Second down and 10, a minute and 3 seconds to go. Chapman in motion. Lawrence in the backfield. Bradley looking, gonna throw short. That is almost intercepted by 51. That was either Kyle Beck or Chris Blodgett, one of the two. Third down. Big down here for the West. Bradley, quick throw. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Buxton. And this is the game right here. 4th down and 10. Let's see what the West coaching staff can dial up here to move the sticks, keep this game alive, and potentially give the West a win if they do score here on this drive. Bradley, quick throw. It's caught. The game is still alive. Jonathan Buxton again. This guy's unbelievable. Holy cow. 43 seconds and counting. Handoff, Chapman. Big hole there. Another first. West has all 3 timeouts, but they're not using them. Use your timeouts, West. What are we doing? You have 3 timeouts. Bradley to the end zone. Knocked away. All right, it does stop the clock, thank gosh. .24 seconds to go. 2nd and goal. Bradley's pass to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Buxton! Oh my gosh! The West are gonna win this. I believe. I think there's 21 seconds. I mean, unless James Siegel pulls an insane comeback. But the West, the extra point is good. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Jonathan Buxton having the game of his life. Scott Mears to kick it deep. Andre Mosby has no choice but to return this one since there are no fair catches. And he'll be tackled. So James Siegel has 17 seconds to go maybe 40, 45 yards to get a field goal. I mean, Max Goods, one of the best kickers in the class, so he has quite a big leg. All they need is 3 here. They do have all 3 of their timeouts. There is a good start to Mosby. That only took 6 seconds. Another one of those seam routes and a field goal, and we could see a dramatic ending to this game. Oh my gosh. As a reminder, the winner of this game does play the Southeast region in the championship. Siegel to throw. He's got him in! It's Mosby. Call a timeout. They do. Oh my gosh. There is no way this is going to come down to a game-winning field goal. Oh my gosh. From 41 yards out, Max Goods has a chance to win it. And he missed it! Oh my gosh! Oh my god, dude. No way! Oh. Oh my, what a way to end this game, man. Wow! 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 That is crazy. I'm just gonna take a peek here. Okay. Fantastic. Actually, you know what? Now that I know that this exists, this will be so much better for injuries going forward. I will probably use that instead of my stupid little iMovie fiasco, whatever. Alright, stat time. Wow, James Siegel. Oh my god. Oh my god. That might be the most epic ending to a game I think I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Gavin Mosher, by the way. Insane game. Andre Mosby, that last drive. Wow. Like crazy. Yeah, James Hampton had 1 carry the entire game and then did nothing. He wasn't injured or anything. But, yeah, just wasn't used. Malachi Ross led in tackles. Carson Weir had a sack on TFL. That was Blodgett. Kyle Beck, I don't think... Oh, he did play, but he didn't have that big of an impact. Max Goods, oh man. He almost had... He was this close to the game-winning field goal. Oh my gosh. Jalen Bradley, 53%, 267 yards. Very good performance by both quarterbacks. Even the running backs. Tyron King averaging 8.8 yards a carry. Very nice. Jonathan Buxton, claps to him. Colton Pollock even. A guy who I did not expect to really have any sort of impact in today's game. 4 catches for 79 yards. Yeah, wow. Even Dallas Rowe getting in there. Xavier Bolden, man, who had the fumble? It was Amitu. Okay, I thought it was Kevin McKinney. No, but they did credit the fumble to Amitu. Okay, yeah, he had quite a game too. 2 sacks, that forced fumble. Yeah, he is something better to watch, especially in next year's draft, as he is only a junior. And juniors cannot be drafted in the S4 draft, only seniors. There are plenty of seniors to go around, so but yeah, thought I would add some juniors, not only because the full senior class cannot fill up an entire team, but just to give you guys an even further foreshadowing as to what is to come for the future of the league. And man, if this game was any foreshadowing into that, man, we are going to have a tremendous league going forward. And this game is prime evidence as to why. Wow. West with the fourth quarter comeback. The 2-score comeback. They win by a single point, 24-23. And the West region will go on to play against the Southeast in the championship, airing tomorrow afternoon. We'll see you later, folks. Have a great rest of your Saturday.